Hey everybody, I'm Johnny Scoville.
And I am Papa Scoville.
And this is Chase
the
the
Heat.
And
The cheese that binds us.
We've got one we've been really excited for a while. You can't rush richness, right? This is 3 years in the making from Cabot. Is that not neat? Is that not neat? Artisan Reserve. I spake well. All right, this is aged a minimum of 36 months. All right, so Artisan Reserve Cheddar. Now the ingredients on this are, where are the ingredients? There's no ingredients back here.
You know, I did read it earlier on the skin and I found it. I did find it.
Oh, okay, contains fresh pasteurized milk, cheese culture, salt, and enzymes.
And whether you know it or not, folks, you probably do because you're a smart group of people, cheese that comes in wax containers, that's an expense. Oh, yeah. It's because they want to keep the aged flavors, and I don't want to talk about it. I'm getting a watery mouth already. All
right, so let me show you what we got here. Before we get into the cheese, I always do my thank yous. Carolyn, her mom just had a surgery. We've been praying for her. Carolyn, thank you for this. The official Chase Seat chopping block. And Stephen Decker, my buddy at Cutco, for my cheese knife here. All right, and also our friends at Cabot, my favorite cheese company.
Good buddy.
All right, so this, when I tell you that we've been waiting to do this for quite a while, we really have. Oh, wait till you see just the look of it.
Really?
Look at this.
White.
Oh man. Wow, will you look at this?
People are going to think we can't control ourselves, but we can.
Look at this. It's gorgeous. Smell it.
You want to tell them the story of...
Smell that. Yeah, let me tell you the story about Cabot. You know what you're going to say?
Yes, please.
You can.
Not a bit.
I'm licking my fingers. You tell them the story.
All right. They've been in business since 1919.
Yep.
They started out by themselves and were getting nowhere, so they enlisted farmers in the area. They started off with 200 farms, grew to 400 farms as people started eating their cheese, and now how many are there?
Over 1,000. It's a family. It's a cooperative.
In fact, that's what it is, a co-op.
What's cool about it is this. If you go to the website, you talk about families, and you know, it's not hokey. I mean this when I tell you this. Other YouTube channels have subscribers. I hear the word sub, and I think of subordinate. I don't like that. There's no subs in this channel. There's just family members. And when I saw that Cabot is all about family, that was kind of cool. The aroma on this is just fantastic. Now, here's the thing. It says it's just a cheddar. It smells like sharp cheddar to me. Now, let me ask you a question. I was thinking about this earlier. You're more knowledgeable of cheese than I am.
I know what you're going to ask.
What?
What determines sharpness?
No, it's what I was asking. What I was going to think was, let's say there's a regular cheddar. If it's aged over 3 years, does it become sharp? So is the sharpness of cheddar just created by age?
Most of the time. In fact, almost exclusively.
I'm really excited to try this. You guys hear that? This is the first time Papa Scoville's been out here when we've been dealing with this. It's a joke on the channel, Dan, that I can come out here at like 4 in the morning, in the middle of the dark, middle of the night, turn that camera on, and somebody would fire up a motor somewhere.
It's like Johnny Carson.
It's just crazy. It's just unbelievable. But these guys aren't bad. Yesterday they were playing their radio, and I can't record out here because it'll pick up the music and I'll get caught for copyright infringement. But this is just beautiful to look at, isn't it?
How about we eat it?
All right, let's do that.
It is beautiful to look at.
Now it's got a little, almost a crumbly kind of texture.
That's one of the things that generally takes place in the cheddar.
All right, now the aroma. You know, I'll tell you, you can't fake an aged cheese. You know?
No, you can't.
The aroma is fantastic.
Ready?
You guys, from Cabot's, this is their Artisan Reserve 3-year-old cheddar cheese. I'm Johnny Scoville, and that's my dad.
Papa Scoville.
It's JC. It was worth the wait.
You know, Sometimes when you see people smile like this, you think maybe they just held up a bank. Because they know something you don't know. Well, we do.
Speaking of holding up a bank, when I was a kid, you know what advice my dad gave me? You can get a lot more with a smile and a gun than you can with just a smile. Now, obviously, he was just kidding with that. But what a delicious... Now, would you say this is sharp?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But on the label, it doesn't say sharp. It just says cheddar.
It's sharp.
But the texture is just fantastic. Ah.
Worth the wait.
You know, you can't rush it either. Think about this. It sat in a block for... No, more than likely sat in a giant block.
A wheel.
And they cut it, or a wheel, and they cut it and then wrapped it in wax dipped it. I don't know if it ages for 3 years within that wax.
Oh, absolutely.
So they put it in this individual block. And
well, I mean, there might be an 8-day gulf between the time they make it and the time they put it in wax, but 36 months. And I'll tell you something else about that. They're sitting on money when they do that. That's why cheeses are expensive.
Boy, this is incredible cheese. Look at this. You see the way...
That's the sign of cheddar.
Now, let me show you guys. I just cut it, and as I pulled it off the knife, it kind of just broke into chunks. It's just delicious.
Thank you for letting me...
I know. He's been... Listen, my dad's been... When are we going to eat that 3-year-old cheese, Johnny? Oh, man, is this good. Here's the thing. This is really just an amazing cheese. It would be great with wine or crackers and as an hors d'oeuvre or on any pasta plate or whatever, but I'm telling you, this would be so good in a macaroni. I know it would be so good in a macaroni and cheese, but it would be an expensive macaroni and cheese.
The next time I do it, I'll put half a block in.
Yeah.
And some of the either regular mild cheese.
He's got the greatest... I kid you not now, he's not really a cook. My mom cooked when I was a young more than my dad did. But he makes the greatest Vermont macaroni and cheese recipe you ever had.
And you make those cheese breads, right, in which you melt cheese.
This would be great melted in the cheese, you know that? You know the funny thing is, you can't rush it. There's no way to get this unless you age it, and they have their act together. They know what they're doing.
Let's know you need more.
Yeah, it's not. Boy, is that good.
We'll put it in the safe.
You know what the funny thing is? You could give this cheese to somebody who knows nothing about cheese and they'd say, wow, this tastes special. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mmm. Boy, it's so good. Oh, quick reminder. I announced on this morning's video, I've upped the speed of my internet here. We're now going to be able to support YouTube streams very easily. So now every single week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we're going to be going live. 7 o'clock Central Standard Time starting tomorrow. We'll be going live, but 1 week, this coming Monday, we're going to be doing this mainstream group review. I want everybody in the Scoville squad to get a spoon and go to your local store. You may have it in your refrigerator or in your pantry. Get a bottle of Tabasco Original. That was my gateway sauce. That's what got me started on my journey. We're going to do a group testing together, everybody, all across the world. We're going to be reviewing, and the reason we're doing this is going to give you an idea. When I tell you what I taste, you'll start getting better at being able to describe what you're tasting, and it's part of the journey. You'll learn more about the aromas, how to kill the heat if you've got too much, and each week we're going to be starting on mainstream, and we're going to then once we've covered a bunch of mainstream sauces, we're going to move the scale up, and we're going to start chasing hotter and hotter stuff. But we're going to do it as a family, as a group. Pretty cool.
I might be traveling when that comes.
Speaking of traveling, 1 week from today, going to be in New Zealand. We'll be shooting a bunch of videos for you guys. Going to see a bunch of great friends I've known for a long time in New Zealand that I've never actually pressed palms with and met, so I can't wait for that. I hope you guys tune in.
Will you still be able to do the live broadcast abroad?
Yeah, sure, you bet. Yeah, well, in fact, we'll be doing probably more, hopefully, you know, this happens to me every single time I go on a trip. And it's never a lie, I don't lie to you guys. I always make the attempt to provide lots of live stream and fresh content. It's difficult on a trip to do that because every minute there's something going on. But we'll have great internet speed there for the live streams on Facebook and hopefully for YouTube as well. It'll be fun. I wish I could take you with me. It'll be great. You've wanted this for a long time. You've been excited about it.
It was worth it.
It didn't disappoint you at all.
No.
One more little TV.
We're going to thank our the gal.
Yeah, our friends at Cabot, thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. We love you. If you have not tried Cabots, you're fortunate. If you're in America, you can go to, they're so mainstream it's not funny. You can find them. Now some of the real exotic stuff like this, you know, it's not everywhere. However, you can go to their website, which will be a link in the description box. Tell them Johnny sent you. I promise you, this is one of the better cheddars I've ever had.
It's one of the best cheddars in the world. I know it sounds fishy, but trust me.
Really, really delicious
stuff. If you ever go on a cruise, you'll find that some of the things they serve over in Europe, they serve things that you're not used to here. You can buy cheddars from Cabot's for a few bucks a pound. Because they don't make everything. It's 3 years aged. But boy, if you want to spend another buck and make it...
So good. The difference is staggering. In the aroma and the texture and the flavor. Just, good stuff, isn't it?
It is.
All right, I love you guys a lot. I know he does. You do, don't you?
I do.
Good. In the description box, you'll see a link for Cabots. You'll also see a link for the Tube of Terror and the Chilli Cherry Nightmare.
Oh, boy.
50 tubes of Terror being shipped to New Zealand. So if you're watching this in New Zealand... I don't have a lot, so get them when you get them. As soon as I get there, find me. I'm going to bring 1 case of Chilli Cherry Nightmare bars with me as well. 12 of them. I know limited numbers, but the link's in the description box for all those. So I'll see you guys. We'll see you tomorrow live here on YouTube, and Friday. But Monday, don't forget, get your Tabasco original and a spoon and get ready for the first group tasting. All right, so I love you guys a lot.
So do I.
Oh, guess what? Right between us. See that pepper between my dad and I? That's our family crest. Click that thing and you're making the journey with us. If you don't want to miss a video, you don't need to. Click the bell for notification and they'll notify every time we upload a new one. We upload fresh content daily and multiple times. So anyway, I'm Johnny Scoville.
I'm Papa Scoville.
And this was Chase the Heat.